Let's play a game of what if. This isn't a prediction, just a thought experiment. Picture Europe in the late 22nd century. For decades, birth rates across the board were low. But secular and traditionally Christian families saw the steepest decline. Meanwhile, some Muslim communities maintained slightly larger families and stronger extended family networks. All of this is happening in a Europe that's still fully democratic. But people have grown tired and apathetic, not really engaging in politics or voting. Now, in this fictional future, there's no war, no violent takeover. The change is slow, almost silent. It happens through gradual demographic shifts. Some cities naturally become more religious on average. New political parties emerge. They are culturally Muslim, but their platforms are all about democracy, human rights, and protecting minorities. People are just exhausted with endless consumerism and political corruption. So these new parties, with their focus on community and morality, start to look really appealing. Over time, in a few fictional countries, these parties form governing coalitions. They don't tear up the Constitution or cancel elections. Instead, they slowly start to reshape laws. Think changes to family life regulations, public holidays, the school curriculum, and public morality. They introduce optional religious courts for civil matters like marriage or inheritance, but these never replace the state's legal system. It's an evolution, not a revolution. Fast forward another century. Leaders from a few of these countries suggest creating a European Council of the Ummah. They market it as a symbolic, cultural and spiritual umbrella, a superstate. This council has no army, no power to tax, and no direct control over governments. It has a rotating leader, an emir, who offers non-binding advice on ethics and social policy. Its founding charter explicitly guarantees democracy, religious freedom, and minority rights for everyone. Of course, some media outlets and critics immediately label it a soft caliphate, but in reality, it's more like a cultural union, similar to how some international church councils operate today. Many Muslims themselves are divided on its importance, and most secular Europeans either ignore it or see it as just another international organization. So what does everyday life look like? For most people, not much changes. Shops are open, movies are playing, and tech companies are still innovating. In some cities, you might see more religious architecture or cultural festivals. The laws might be a bit more conservative. Maybe there are restrictions on alcohol advertising or gambling, but there is still a wide range of beliefs and plenty of room for disagreement. Political debates are just as likely to be about climate change or AI as they are about religion. In this scenario, Europe never becomes a caliphate in the historical sense of a single, all-powerful empire. Instead, it's a collection of democratic states with Muslim-majority populations that have created a symbolic, voluntary forum on top of their existing systems. The change was gradual, debated every step of the way, and far from a simple or total transformation. What do you think of this alternate future? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.